Hello friends, welcome back. Today we see the first law of thermodynamics for non-flow process part 4. Okay, also go through all the previous 3 videos. Okay, now we see the next numerical. A fluid expands reversibly behind a piston from initial condition of pressure 600 kilopascal and volume 0.01 0.03 m cube to final volume of 0.09 m cube. So they have given V1, so they have given P1 is there, V1 and V2. Pre-assuming the isothermal conditions, estimate the work done, change in internal energy and heat supplied or rejected by the fluid system. They given isothermal process. Okay, so we simply use the formula for work done P1 V1 ln V2 upon V1, because both volumes with us and only one pressure with us, that is the 600 kilopascal. That pressure in kilopascal, so as first converted into the Newton per meter square. Kilo, that is a 10 raised to 3, pascal nothing but 1 pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. So pressure is with us, volume is with us, so we can easily calculate work done. Change in internal energy, simply mcv delta T. Okay, but this isothermal process, the change in temperature, because delta T T1 is equal to T2 is the 0. Then ask heat supplied. Okay, dq is equal to change in internal energy plus work done. So what amount of heat supplied is directly utilized for work done? So dq is equal to dw. Okay, we already calculated in previous step, that is the dw. Okay, from that equation either is negative or positive, we can conclude that the either heat is added or rejected. So very basic or fundamental numerical we can easily solve. Okay, now we see the solution. Okay, first they calculate work done, they convert it to pressure in Newton per meter square. V1 is volume is there with us, log to the base C. We can get the work done in joule because the pressure in Newton per meter square, volume in meter square, so the Newton meter nothing but joule. No change in temperature, so the internal energy 0. I told that for non-flow energy equations, so dq is equal to dw is positive. Okay, what it indicates now, the position indicates the heat is given to the system. So this is a very basic and the simple numericals. Such kind of numericals in previous gate paper also asked. So go through that previous gate question papers and these videos, all videos which 100% benefit you in competitive exams also. Okay, now let's start with the next numerical. The air is initially at 60 kilopascal pressure and 800 Kelvin temperature. So they have given pressure, temperature T1 and occupying volume of 0.1 m cube. So initial volume is with us, compressed isothermal until the volume is halved. So the direct V2 is given in terms of V2 is equal to V1 upon 2. And the subsequently it goes further compression at constant pressure. I again repeat, occupying volume of 0.1 m cube, compressed isothermally, okay, until the volume is halved, and subsequently it goes further compression at constant pressure till the volume is halved again. So the given V3 is equal to V2 by 2. Sketch the process on PV plot is very important. This is very numeric is very important. Okay, IMP, because in previous all the numericals we see the only one process. It consists of 2 processes. First half is the isothermal and the remaining is the isobaric process. Sketch on PV plot. So I'm going to plot pressure, volume, and we know that in PV the nature of isothermal is the in curvature. So it is the 1. So initial volume is 0.1 m cube is going to compress of that volume becomes V2 is 0.1 of 2. Okay, and then further it's compressed isobarically. So sorry, the 0.2 volume is half of V1, and then remaining compression is carried out isobarically. That V3, if you see V3 is nothing but again V2 upon 2. What will be answer here? There is the V3 is equal to V2 upon 2. Make calculation for the total work. Very important numerical, total work done and total heat interaction for the two process. Assume ideal gas behavior for an air and take Cp is equal to, okay, this is the for air and the given value of Cp. They're going to ask make calculation for total work, and we know that area under PV diagram is equal to work done. Okay, I first change the ink here so we can get visualization better. Now area under PV diagram, if we see here, this is the first area, this is the isothermal work done, and this is second area of work done, that is the isobaric. Okay, we know that for isothermal work done, how you calculate isothermal work done now? Tell me, isothermal work done, how you calculate? P1 V1 ln V2 upon V1, because two volumes with us, initial pressure is also with us, so when we easily calculate isothermal work done. For isobaric work done, that is a P into dV, so P into V2 minus V1, so isobaric work done. So we can easily calculate the total work done. They also heat interaction. For that heat interaction, there is, we know the fundamental formula, change in internal energy plus work done. For isothermal, we know that for isothermal, change in internal energy is 0. So for isothermal, what amount of work done we calculate, that is directly it is the heat supplied. For isobaric, now we see the basic relation dq for this is the isothermal and this is for isobaric, change in internal energy plus work done. Okay, work done with us, we can calculating PV2 minus V1. Now change in internal energy is mCV delta T, that is the T3 minus T2. So there is necessary to first calculate these two temperature T2 and T3. So first we calculate T2, then T3, then we're going to add total heat, then we're going to add total work. See here, this is 1 to 2. I again repeat. Okay, how you draw in previous level also. See here, there is 1 to 2 the isothermal process and 2 to 3 is the isobaric process. Okay, the total work done is isothermal work plus isobaric work. Isothermal work is the P1 V1 log to the base V2 upon V1. Isobaric work is the P2 into V2 minus V1. Okay, for calculating total heat, okay, for thermal, change in internal energy is 0. Okay, here T1 is equal to T2, and for the isobaric mCV T3. So unknown is now T3, also unknown is mass is not the given. Okay, and for that, what about T2? T1 is equal to T2 and they given temperature T1. If you see in the numerical, they given temperature T1 because the isothermal process T1 is equal to T2. Okay, we plotting the graph on PV. So this, see the nature of curve like curve. Now we calculate only T3 is there and we need P2. Okay, while calculating P2, why P2? Because the work done isobaric process starts from P2 to P3. So first we calculate P2. These are the three unknowns. Now see, from process 1 to 2 is the isothermal process. We use the relation general gas equation, that is the P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. From that equation we can calculate P2 first, then we calculate T3, find T3. From process 2 to 3 we used again general gas equation, V2 upon T2 is equal to apply for process 2 to 3. So they use the numbering 2 to 3, V2 upon T2 is equal to V3 upon T3. From that we can calculate T3, and then simple mass is very simple, PV is equal to MRT. P1 V1 is their initial pressure in kilopascal. I have to convert into, they are given 60 kilopascal. Okay, so 60 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. Then also they are in Newton per meter square. Okay, V1 is there, R is with us, and temperature T1. Okay, first check they have given R or not. Okay, they use word ideal gas as a air. So we remember for air the value of R is 287. So there is no need to calculate, for air is the standard value. We can directly put. So find out mass, then very simple numerical now. Work done for isothermal process, all the values with us. Is work is done on the process, so it is the negative. For isobaric, it also is work is done on the system, so it is the negative. The total work done is the addition. Now we calculate heat. Okay, for 1 to 2 is the isothermal process. For iso process, work change in internal energy is 0. So directly heat supply is nothing but what amount of work is done on the system. For isothermal process is minus 4.159. Okay, now for isobaric process, work done during 2 to 3 process with us, and the change in internal MCV T3 minus T2. Okay, but they given CP, so not given CV. So use the basic relation CP minus CV is equal to R. From there we can first calculate CV here. Okay, or we know the air, for air is also around, we can remember for air 0.78, no issue. We can directly put the value of CV. Air, for air is standard. Then heat rejected. Okay, so the total addition we can get the total heat. This is for isothermal and this is for isobaric. Hopes you understood this equation. The very important term is this term here. Okay, thank you.